all of it that you'll be getting towards the end once you mark your 100% attendance. How do you mark your 100% attendance? When you signed up for this particular session, you might have entered your details, we captured your details. Via that, once you end mark your 100% towards the end of the session, we would be marking your 100% attendance. Now guys, because you'll be spending your valuable time over here, okay, because you'll be spending your valuable time over here, let me go ahead and promise you something, that by the end of this particular workshop, okay, by the end of this particular workshop, we will save you 2 hours of your time. Okay, we will save you 2 hours of your time on a every single day basis to make you a super working professional at your office. How many of you want to become a super working professional at your office? Drop in a SWP in the chat box if you are ready to become the super working professional at your office. SWP, okay, by saving 2 hours of your time every single day. How many of you feel it's an absolute good deal, win deal, that you spend 3.5 hours with us here today and we will save you 2 hours of your time every single day going forward? Drop in a GD in the chat box if you think that it's a good deal. 3.5 hours today, saving you 2 hours every single day going forward. Good deal, good deal. That is perfect. That is perfect. And guys, for us to be able to help you achieve this particular result, become a super working professional, we would be expecting your complete 100% undivided attention. Okay, no chatting with your friends over WhatsApp, no Netflix, no YouTube, no Instagram, no Reels, nothing like that. Okay, complete 100% undivided attention for the next 3.5 hours. Can I expect that from each and everyone present over here? Can I expect that from each and everyone over here? No sort of distraction, complete 100% undivided attention for the next 3.5 hours. And I promise you that I'll save you 2 hours of your time every single day going forward. Okay. Now, what we'll be covering in today's session? What will be the agenda? We'll be covering some crazy AI tools that will heavily boost your productivity as a working professional. We'll be learning how you can leverage AI in work and in personal life. And we'll be answering the big question, will AI take your job? All of this in today's session. Now, without any further ado, let's start off with the session. Before that, I want you all to drop in a big ready in the chat box with a lot of Y's towards the end so that I can see your excitement. If you are ready to grow in your career in 2026, become AI proof and master the AI skills of the future as well. How many of you are super duper ready for it? Drop in the biggest ready in the chat box with a lot of Y's towards the end. Ready. Superb. Love this energy in the chat box. I want you all to maintain this throughout this session. Okay. Now guys, tool number 1 for the day. Kajavi, would you like to start off with tool number 1?
Absolutely. Folks, I want to know the one trait, right? What is the one quality of the most successful person that you know? What is the one quality of the most successful person that you know? Can I know that? Time management, consistency, knowledgeable. They are very knowledgeable, right? Successful people always consume knowledge. Have you seen anyone like who is CEO of your organization or who is like absolutely at the biggest level in their life and they don't consume knowledge, right? Have you seen anyone like that? No, right? Folks, would you like to consume knowledge like CEO, right? Would you like to consume knowledge like CEO? The first tool, the Big Bang tool, right? The one of my most favorite tool, the most favorite tool of mine, right? Which I use on daily basis, right? Which I use on daily basis to consume knowledge, right? This is the best tool out there. And folks, by the way, let's say I'll just give you one scenario, right? Your boss sends you a 200-page document, right? Your boss sends you a 200-page document, right? And instead of going through entire document, would you like to listen a podcast of that document? Will that be great? Will that be great? Let's say you can create podcast out of that document. Would you like to see a YouTube video out of that document? Let's say your boss sent you a document, 30-40 page long, right? Boring document, right? And you created video like your favorite YouTuber out of that document. Will that be game changer? Will that be game changer? Yes. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see your first tool. This tool is going to help you analyze stock like Mr. Warren Buffett. This tool is going to help you consume knowledge like the CEOs, right? This tool is going to completely change the game for you. The name of the tool is Notebook LM. Aditya, is Notebook LM free? So folks, in the session, whatever tools that we are going to cover, they are either free or freemium. What do I mean by freemium? So they are either free or you can use them for free until certain level, right? So all of the tools, we have made sure that all of them are free or freemium. Okay. So the first tool that we are going to learn, one of my favorite tool, is basically Notebook LM, right? So this tool I use to create podcasts out of boring document. This tool I use to create notes. This tool I use to create summaries, right? How to use this tool? So just go to notebooklm.google. Okay. So folks, all the links you are going to get along with the notes. Okay. Just see notebooklm.google. So once you go over here, click on create new notebook. click on create new notebook. Okay. So here, once you click on create new notebook, here what you have to do, just click on upload file. So you'll be seeing interface like this, right? You'll be seeing interface like this. So whatever document that you want to upload, maybe your documents, maybe your handwritten notes, maybe your PDF, maybe your docs, maybe videos, maybe audio files, maybe anything, right? What do you have to do? You just simply have to click on upload file, right? Simply click on upload file. And here you can upload anything that you want, anything, right? Any format document you want. You can upload YouTube videos, you can upload websites, you can upload copied text as well, right? So here you can see it can accept all sorts of like files. You can you can upload audio file as well. You can upload recording of your meetings as well, right? But let's for this example today for learning, what stock? Let's analyze the stock, right? Let's analyze the stock, folks. What stock would you like to analyze today? Which stock should we analyze today? Which stock? Reliance, Tata, Nifty. Nifty is not a stock, right? SDFC, Gold, Tata, ONGC, right? IRCTC, Solar, Infosys, ICICI. Okay, got it. So let's analyze largest company in the India, right? Which one is the largest company? Is Reliance, right? It's Reliance. Okay. So for analyzing Reliance, what I'll do, I'll upload all the documents, right? I'll upload the balance sheet of the Reliance. I'll upload the quarterly call of Reliance. I'll upload whatever relevant videos are there on the internet about Reliance. I'll upload like whatever relevant videos of Mota Bhai, right? Mr. Mukesh Ambani are there on the internet, right? Does that make sense? If I upload all of them and after that, like if I start analyzing Reliance, that will be super beneficial for me. Makes sense? Yes. So let's try to download all of this knowledge. So folks, for collecting all of these documents from internet, how much time do you think we are going to take? How much time do you feel like we are going to take in order to get all of this document which I just mentioned? 2 hours, 3 hours, 30 minutes, 2 hours, 1 minute, 3 hours, more than 3 to 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours, right? So let's do that in 10 seconds by using AI, right? Let's do that in 10 seconds by using AI. Will that be mind blowing? Getting all the documents that you want for research. Yes? All right. So I'll begin research. So what I have to do, I'll just go over here and here I'll just speak, right? I want to analyze Reliance. I want to do fundamental analysis on Reliance. So get all the balance sheets, all the relevant videos, all the analyst reports about Reliance in the sources. Right? I just spoke about it and now I'll hit enter, folks. Now I'll hit enter. And in just 10 seconds, my hands are right up in the air. Right? And in just 10 seconds, AI will find all the relevant documents for me in the PDF and in all the format. Folks, who is absolutely mind blown. You can see it has found the annual reports. It has found the quarterly calls. It has found the YouTube videos. It has found the Goldman Sachs report, right? I just have to simply click on import and all these documents will be imported in my notebook LM, right? So here, for sake of example, I did fast research, but if I go on deep research, if I select deep research, so it will be finding more than 150 documents for me. More than 150, who is absolutely mind blown. Let's say if you're researching on some semiconductors, let's say if you're going on research about very, very niche topic, right? You just have to give a prompt and you just have to select deep research. So it will find all the books, all the literature, everything about that topic in just jiffy. Who is absolutely mind blown? Drop in MB in the chat box. If you are mind blown, drop in MB in the chat box. Right? MB, right? Absolutely. So first task is over. Now you must be saying, Atya, yeah, now what about that? Like I'll just download balance sheet of Reliance, I'll upload it on ChatGPT and I'll ask it question, right? How are you making us 10x, right? So folks, instead of one document, I have uploaded 10 documents here, right? I have uploaded 10 and I can upload 150. I can upload whatever number of document I want about certain topic in whatever format. Right? So now folks, what I can do, I can ask question, right? I can ask question. How much was revenue of Reliance in past 3 years? Right? So when I ask this question, folks, what it is going to do? It is not going to give you generic answer, right? It is not going to give you generic answer. It is going to go through all of your resources, right? It is going to go through all of your resources and it is going to give you answer with citations. Who feels the biggest problem with AI right now is reliability? I saw like a lot of vice presidents and CEOs in today's call, right? Who feels like biggest problem with AI is reliability, right? Reliability means like sometimes AI gives wrong answer with confidence. So you have to verify whatever AI gives you. Does that make sense? Yes? Agreed. So folks, Who is absolutely mind blown? So it has given you answer with the citations. You can see right over here. It will give you the page number. It will give you the paragraph number. It will give you the exact citations, right? So it is going to give you answers with citations from the document that you uploaded. Who is absolutely mind blown? Who is absolutely mind blown? Mind blown, mind blown, mind blown. Not only that, folks, right? This is just beginning. This is just tip of the iceberg. Now comes the real stuff, right? I told you, folks, we can create podcast out of this, right? And will that podcast only be in English? No. What's your mother tongue? Folks, can I know in the chat box what's your mother tongue? Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Gujarati, Marathi, Kannada, Marathi, Telugu, Tamil, Urdu, Punjabi, right? Gujarati, Tamil, Telugu, right? Folks, what if I tell you you can create podcast in your own mother tongue? Will that be awesome? Will that be awesome? Right? So let's try to create podcast, right? So what I do, I just click on this, right? I'll just click on this audio overview button. Now here, folks, you can select whatever language that you want. You can select Hindi, Bangla, Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, any language that you want, right? Any language that you want, right? So here you can select that language, and once you select that language, you can tell exactly, right? So here you will tell what your agenda is. What do you need to listen in this podcast, right? So I want to do fundamental analysis of Reliance. Create me a 20-minute podcast which will cover all the necessary points about Reliance. Right? So I'll hit generate. So folks, now it will create a podcast for me. Right? It will create a podcast for me. Not only that, folks, who feels like creating slide decks is that one of the most painful tasks. And when you use tools like Gamma or some other generic tools that you see on Reels, the output that you get is not professional. Who feels that? Whatever output that you get out of AI generated slides is not that great. You can present it in front of your management, right? Me. That problem also I'm going to solve. How you are going to solve that? Just upload the recording of the meeting. Just upload the recording of meeting in the tool. Upload all the relevant documents that you have for the PPT, right? And after that, click on this slide deck button, right? Just click on this slide deck button, and here you can give the agenda. Right? So I'll select detailed deck, and in languages you can select all the languages which I just mentioned, and here I can exactly describe, right? So I want to present this tomorrow to my boss, and I want to present the fundamental analysis of Reliance. I am working as an analyst in a big mutual fund, right? So I just gave a context. I uploaded all the documents, and now I'll click on hit on generate, and it will create the exact slide deck for me. Who is absolutely my mother? I'll show you the output. It will take some time. I have already generated it, right? It will take some time, right? But folks, now I'll show you how does it look like, right? So I just show you the podcast, right? Who is ready for the podcast? So let's see the podcast, okay?
Imagine for a second that a single corporate entity.
Folks, not only that. Who is absolutely my own? It has created podcast out of it, and not only that, I can be guest in this podcast and I can ask questions, right? I can ask questions.
Imagine for a second that a single corporate entity dictates the speed of the internet. Hey there, want to share your thoughts on this?
Yeah, so I'm analyst in a mutual fund. I want to know about Reliance. What can you tell me about Reliance? I'll just give this permission. So I'm analyst in Reliance. So I'm an analyst and I want to know everything about Reliance. We are thinking about investing in the stock.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Welcome aboard.
Having an analyst changes our focus just a little.
Absolutely. We were just about to dive in.
Because you're asking the key question.
What are the hard numbers that back up the big vision?
Exactly. Since you're focused on
who is absolutely mind blown? Who is absolutely mind blown? Right? Who is absolutely mind blown? I joined the podcast and I asked the question. So whatever knowledge I need, I can ask it just like a human being and it is going to answer me about everything. Right? What is 1161? I think there was some mispronunciation or some lag. So I didn't say 1161, right? So folks, I can ask any question that I want in my mother tongue, right? I can speak in my mother tongue. It will understand. It will give you all the answers. It will create podcast out of your boring documents. And not only that, you can ask any question that you want and it will answer all the questions, right? This was about the podcast, right? Podcast about any document that you want. Now let's see the presentation, right? Let's see the presentation. You guys tell me if it is professional or not, right? So folks, I just start this presentation. So we created this presentation out of Reliance and we created this in 2 minutes, right? We created this in 2 minutes. Okay. Folks, are you mind blown? Are you absolutely mind blown by seeing quality of this presentation? Are you absolutely mind blown? Drop in MB in the chat box, biggest MB in the chat box if you're absolutely mind blown by seeing the quality of this presentation. Right? MB, right? And the best part, this is absolutely free, right? Can I edit this? Absolutely, my dear friend, you can edit this as well, right? This is the kind of presentation you can present in front of your management. Not by some like, I saw a lot of reels like they say like this, use this tool, use that tool, but I use them, but you can't present it in front of your management. You won't be like giving good impression. This I personally use for presenting anything, right? I upload all the documents and it creates me presentation, right? How to edit this? I just simply click on like revise, and here I can tell it what I want, what changes I want, and it will change it for me. Who is absolutely mind blown? Who is absolutely mind blown? Right? MB, right? Not only that, folks, not only that, I can click on video overview. I can create whatever video overview I want in whatever format I want, right? I can exactly give it a topic and it can create a video overview for me as well. I'll just show you what kind of video it can create for you, right? So just see, from a boring document, you'll be creating YouTube style video from a boring document. Let's play the video and let's see how amazing this is.
When you look at Reliance Industries, the traditional offshore oil rigs only represent one facet of the company. Behind that legacy infrastructure, the business is transitioning toward digital data streams and solar arrays. In Q3 of fiscal year 2026, Reliance...
Who is absolutely mind blown? It created me entire video. Can I download this? Absolutely, you can download this. Can I edit this? Absolutely, you can edit this, right? Who is absolutely mind blown? Not only that, folks, it will create you infographic as well, right? Mind map and infographic, right? So who is absolutely mind blown? Whatever document that you uploaded, you can create an infographic out of it as well, right? If you don't like it, just inform it what you want changes, what changes you want, and it will change according to you. AI will change it for you, right? And not only that, folks, right? It will also create quiz for you, right? So let's say if you are preparing for something, so just create a quiz out of it, and you can like give answers to this quiz, and you'll see like if you are prepared for tomorrow's interview or not, or tomorrow's meeting or not. Who is absolutely mind blown? Is this safe, folks? Notebook LM. Who is owner of Notebook LM? Google, right? Google. So whatever tools that we are seeing here, we have made sure that absolutely every tool is safe, right? Who is absolutely mind blown? Right? Not only that, folks, you can see the mind map as well, right? You can create mind maps as well out of this, and this mind map can easily help you to do and to present like 10x way, right? Just imagine the look on your boss's face once boss sees what kind of work that you have done for the task that your boss gave you, right? Who is absolutely mind blown? Who feels like with just first tool, right? We are going to save at least 1 hour of time on daily basis. With just first tool, right? Yes. That's the power of generative AI. Right? That's how you can use generative AI for saving your time. Okay. So now moving on to second stuff. So folks, when I was typing something, did you see me typing? No. What I was doing? I was simply speaking to my computer, right? Would you like to know an AI tool by which you can speak and it can get Indian accent as well? As you can see, I have an Indian accent. I don't have a European or I don't have a US accent, right? Would you like a tool which can exactly type everything that you speak? And that also in formatting as well. How much time it is going to save you? On daily basis? A lot of time, right? A loads, absolutely, right? So folks, moving on to tool number 2, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, folks, how much will you rate Notebook LM? How much your life is going to be easier because of Notebook LM, right? Whatever profession that you're working in, presentations are sorted, consuming knowledge is sorted, right? Creating videos out of boring document. Just imagine like you got 100-pager document, really boring stuff. Instead of reading it, you are listening podcast while going to office, right? That's the power of just one tool, right? Now let's go on. Now let's move on. And now let's not type a single word in your life, right? Let's not type single word in your life. So what tool am I using for typing everything? So I'll just show you the demonstration, right? The tool is called as WhisperFlow. The tool is called as WhisperFlow, right? So just go to WhisperFlow website. And once you go to WhisperFlow website, you can download it for your mobile phones. You can download it for your Windows. You can download it for your Mac, right? So I have downloaded it already and I have installed it. And once you install it, you just have to create a key, right? So in my case, this is FN key, function key, right? So when I have downloaded this, and when I'll open my docs or when I open my PPT or anything, right? What I can simply do, I can simply go and open my docs, right? And I can simply hit this key and I can speak. Right. My name is Aditya. I'm absolutely passionate about teaching. Right now, I'm conducting an AI tools workshop. I hope everyone is enjoying this workshop. Right? Folks, so I simply typed this. Who is absolutely mind-blown? It took my name correctly and it took entire thing correctly. Right? It took entire thing correctly. Right? That's tool number 2. You should have WhisperFlow installed on your PC, on your Mac, everywhere, so that like you can use it in a jiffy. You can use it in a jiffy. Right? You don't have to type anymore. Typing is a thing of past. Right? Typing is a thing of past. Okay? Where to download? Just simply go to WhisperFlow, right? Simply go to whisperflow.ai. Here you can download it. You can use it and you can get lots and lots of credit for free, right? You can use lots and lots of credit for free. Can I use it on phone? Absolutely. You can use it on phone as well. Okay? Absolutely. Who is absolutely mind blown? Who is absolutely mind blown? Who is absolutely mind blown? MV. Folks, I saw 2-3 messages. Are you able to see my messages? Folks, you are asking questions. I can see some questions, right? Folks, we have lots and lots of tools planned ahead, right? We are going to give maximum value per minute in the session, right? Will it be all right with everyone if I take your questions towards the end? If I'm not reading your message, if you're not answering your question, that does not mean I'm being rude. It just means like we have like lots and lots of tools planned, right? And lots of bonus tools planned as well, right? So I want to teach you everything. I want to give you maximum value per minute. So will it be all right with everyone, with your permission, if I take your questions toward the end? Okay? Just to clarify, right? I'm not being rude. I'm just like trying to deliver maximum value per minute. Okay? All right. Super, folks. So that's our tool number 2, where you're not going to type a single word, right? You're not going to type a single word in your life, right? In your life, do not type a single word, right? So now a lot of you like saw my ads, right? In one of my ad, I said that you can create entire application in 1 minute, right? You can create entire application in 1 minute. Did you guys see that ad? Did you folks see that ad where I told you that you can create entire application in 1 minute, or you can create entire website in 1 minute, right? Who thought like it is too much to say? Who thought like it is too much to say? For creating application or for creating website, you need to do UI UX, right? You need to do front end code, you need to do back end code, right? And you need years of experience to do that. Who feels that that's correct, right? You need years of experience to do UI UX. You need years of experience to do front end. You need years of experience to deploy. You need years of experience to do back end, right? You need tech background. But I say, with AI, you do not need any kind of these things. You just need 1 minute. You just need 1 minute, right? Who is excited? Who is excited without having any tech background, or even with having tech background? I'll be teaching you completely UI UX, right? How to create UI, proper UI, not even AI generated image, proper UI, where you can upload it in Figma or do anything that you want. Proper front end code, proper back end code in upcoming 10 minutes. Will you be absolutely mind blown, right? People used to spend 3-4 years to learn this stuff, and I'm going to teach you that in 3 minutes. Yes. Total mind blown, right? I think you are going to use ChatGPT to create UI. No, my dear friend. I'll give you exact wireframe. Wireframe, like professional UI UX developer, right? Not the noob stuff. Real professional use case, right? So let's go ahead and try to do that, right? By the way, folks, who feels like it's impossible creating entire Figma, right? Creating Figma or creating anything, right? Who feels like it is impossible? Me, right? Okay, so let's see. Okay, folks, what's my brand? Like what's the brand that we are studying for? Like what's brand delivering this AI tools class? It is B10X, right? I feel my website is little bit maybe like I want to make it better, right? I want to make it better. Whose design you guys really like? Which brand's design do you guys really like? Apple, Zomato, Apple, Bugatti. No, I'm talking about website and digital. Flipkart, Apple. I saw a lot of Apples, right? I saw a lot of Apple as answers, right? So let's redesign our website. So I'm going to make you a UI developer in just matter of 10 minutes, right? So for becoming a UI developer in just 10 minutes, just go to this website. It's called as Stitch, right? It's called as Stitch. Okay. Just search Stitch, and here you'll be seeing the first website, which is Stitch with Google, right? Stitch with Google. So here, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You'll be seeing window like this. Is Stitch absolutely free? Yes, it is absolutely free. 0 rupees, 0 rupees, 0 rupees. Okay. You can use Stitch for absolutely free. Okay. And where now we are on Stitch, what we are going to do? Just simply give it like prompt, like you are going to give it to like any UI developer, right? Whatever context that you're going to give to UI developer, just tell all of this context to here, right? So what I'm going to do, I just paste the link of website which I want to revamp. I'll copy the link. I'll paste it over here, right? Redesign this website in the format of Apple. Okay. I just give this simple prompt, and instead of app, I need website. So I'll just click website. If I need ad, if I need app, I can click on app, and it will generate app for me, right? And I'll hit enter. Okay. Folks, what did I do? I just simply took a website, or you can say like whatever website you want to replicate. Let's say you want to replicate for your healthcare client, right? If you are working in IT, and if you want to replicate for a healthcare client, just simply just see the website which is best for healthcare, right? Copy the link, paste it here, give your requirements, give the details. It is going to create entire wireframe for you. It is going to create entire UI for you, right? Who is absolutely mind-blowing. First of all, it is going to select the color palettes, right? First of all, it is going to select the color palettes like a professional, right? Is it e-commerce friendly? Absolutely. You can create anything that you want, ERP, e-commerce, or healthcare, anything that you have in your mind, you can produce it right over here. I am just giving you tools. Now, ball is in your court. You can do whatever you want, right? So folks, you can see in the backend what it is doing right now. It is deciding the color palette, right? Right now it is deciding the color palette. Now, right now it is building the design system, right? It is building the design system. It will take 1-2 minutes, right? It will take 1-2 minutes. So it is selecting the typography, right? It is giving the generous white space, just like Apple, right? And it is also making sure that website has a high-end modern feel, right? Is it deployable? API connection, payment integration? Absolutely. Everything you are going to get exact. If you are using Figma, you are going to get Figma. If you are using any other UI tool, you can download it in UI tools as well. Whatever UI tools that you are using. Okay. So folks, who is absolutely mind-blown? It has selected the color palette, right? It has selected the color palette. Okay. And once it has finalized the color palette, you can see right over here. Now it is generating the UI, right? It is generating the UI. My hands are right up in the air. I have 0 years of experience as a UI developer, right? I have 0 years of experience as a UI UX developer. I have just lots and lots of experience of English, right? I can just speak English. Even you can give prompt in your mother tongue, and that will work, right? That will work, right? It is generating the screen right now. My hands are right in front of you, right? You can see what it is doing. So it has set up the design. It has found the color palette and what kind of color palette that we need, right? And now it is creating a Apple inspired website. Okay. Now let's wait for some time. Okay. Can we create mobile app? Absolutely, you can create mobile app as well. Folks, who is absolutely mind blown? Drop in AMB, biggest MB in the chat box, right? Biggest MB in the chat box. Okay. So become a high value AI professional. So it has redesigned my website, right? It has redesigned my website like Apple's website, right? So you can see it has redesigned us as well, me and Goenka. Folks, and it is also asking me to increase the price, right? It is asking me to not to do this workshop at 9 rupees. It's too valuable. It's saying that do it at least 1900 rupees. Right? Who is absolutely mind-blown? And this is not just AI generated stuff. You can edit it as well, folks. Not only this, you can edit it. Right? I can simply modify, I can edit it, I can do whatever I want, right? Let's say I don't like this, I can simply tell that I don't like this text or I don't like this image, and it will do everything for me. Who is absolutely mind-blown? Will it generate code? Now, everyone, now, folks, do you feel like you have become UI developer? Everyone has confidence that you became UI developer right now? Yes. Yes. UI UX ho gaya. What's remaining? What's the second step? Becoming a front-end developer, front-end and back-end. Would you like to become a front-end and back-end developer in 2 minutes? Would you like to become a front-end and back-end developer in 2 minutes? Yes. By the way, you can export this, folks. You can export this in Figma, Jules, .zip file, MCP, project brief, instant prototypes, clipboard. You can copy it to clipboard. You can do anything that you want. And let's say if you don't like design, you just simply take what you didn't like and it will change. Right? It will change just like a human being. Right? So I'll just select this first option of AI Studio. I'll just select this first option of AI Studio and I'll click on build with AI Studio. Now tool number 2. Now tool number 4, which is aistudio.google.com. Right? It is absolutely free tool from Google. Right? And you can use it as much as you want. You do not need any kind of prior knowledge. Right? So what did I do on Stitch? I like this design. If I didn't like, I'll just say that like, I don't like this thing, I don't like that thing, and it will completely redesign stuff for me, right? So now what I'll do, I'll click on export and I'll select the first option of AI Studio. And now I'm here in AI Studio. Okay. Can design be specific company standard? Absolutely. You just need to upload 2-3 design samples of your company and it will completely redesign whatever website that you're building, your company's design language. Who is absolutely mind blown? Mind blown? Absolutely, right? So now I took it on AI Studio, right? Now I took it on AI Studio. So here I'm going to tell it, build me app screen like this and build it in HTML, right? You can tell it like if you want to use another technology, if you want to use Java, you can ask it to do it in Java. If you want to use Tailwind, you can ask it to do it in Tailwind. If you want to use in CSS, you can ask it to use CSS, right? Folks, now what I'm going to do, I'm just simply going to click on build, okay? And my hands again are in the air. My hands are again in the air, folks, right? Are you guys able to see entire work is right now done by AI, right? AI is doing entire work for me. It is right now writing code for me. Who is absolutely mind blown? Who is absolutely mind blown, right? By the way, folks, who thought like we are going to just learn about ChatGPT in today's workshop? Who right now itself thinks like right now workshop is already 10x paisa hustle, not only paisa hustle, 10x paisa hustle. Drop in 10x in the chat box if you already feel that this workshop is already 10x paisa hustle, right? A lot of people say that I thought like we are just going to learn ChatGPT and we are like we have learned so many tools and we didn't even like touch base on ChatGPT, right? We learned AI Studio, we learned Stitch, we learned Notebook LM, right? Now we are going to learn more tools, right? We are going to learn more tools. And how much time do you feel, folks, how much time right now do you feel you're going to save on daily basis? By just using these tools which I taught so far, right? 2 hours daily, 3 to 4 hours, 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours, 2 to 3 hours, right? Folks, I already fulfilled my promise. Should I stop teaching right now? If I already fulfilled my promise of saving you 2 hours of your time on daily basis, should I stop teaching right now? No, I'm just joking. I have a lot to teach, right? I'm just loving to teach, right? Right now I'm having so much fun. Okay. So folks, you can see it is creating the metadata. It is creating the CSS. It is writing code for you, right? It is writing code for you. Okay. It is writing entire code for you. Okay, you can see right over here, it is working for you. So you can see it is working. It is deciding what language to use. I didn't specify in the prompt what kind of technology I want. So it is choosing on its own, whatever best industry standard is, right? And right now it is building for us, right? It will take you around like 2 to 3 minutes to create the entire website. And folks, it took around 1.5 minutes, right? It took around 1.5 minutes. And drop in biggest MB in the chat box. I have completely functional website in front of me, front end code, back end code, entire thing. Drop in biggest MB in the chat box. Folks, we went from creating just like the UI UX to having the entire front end code. You guys can see, I didn't lift up my finger. It wrote the entire front end code for me, right? It wrote entire back end code for me, right? If you are using some sort of cloud provider, you can mention that it will write you code in that language as well, right? No problem in that. Can you launch this website? Absolutely, you can launch, right? You just have to host this website and you can like go live with this. Who is absolutely mind blown? Who is absolutely mind blown? Even without having any prior knowledge, right? I'll tell you an honest thing, right? My Dadaji, I taught him how to create website, right? He does not have any kind of tech background. He is not even savvy with computers, right? Even he is able to write code and he is able to like publish websites, right? That's how powerful it is. All right. Are you guys absolutely mind blown? Yes. Ati, you're so full of energy. Absolutely. You guys are giving me energy. So I'm just reflecting that energy back to you, right? And I'm giving you a lot of bonus tools as well because absolutely like love the kind of energy you guys are giving me, right? Absolutely. Okay. All right, folks. All right. So now moving on to the next tool. Right? I taught you how to become a UI UX developer. I taught you how to like create entire front end code and back end code for it. Right? Not only that. Let's say you created this website. Now you want to create mockups for this. Let's say you have presentation for your clients or for yourself as well, and you want to create a presentation and you want to create mockup out of this. Right? So, folks, would you like to know how you can create images like this? Right? Yesterday I was sitting in front of pyramid with Mr. Steve Jobs. After that I was like jogging with Mr. Elon Musk and Donald Trump. I met Ronaldo, and you can see my students are getting certificate in such a cool format, right? Would you like to create something like that? Or would you like to create mockups for your presentation, right? So the tool which I'm going to use is called as Gemini, right? You can use ChatGPT as well. It can also do the same thing, right? No problem in that. You can use whatever you want. I use Gemini. You can use ChatGPT. I also use ChatGPT, right? It also creates realistic images. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just simply screenshot this, right? I'll just simply screenshot this. Okay. From Stitch only. Let me just screenshot it from Stitch only. Okay. So I'll just screenshot this. I'll paste it here. Right, I've screenshotted this, I've pasted it here, and I'll ask it to create me this image inside a laptop mockup. I want to use this mockup for my presentation tomorrow. Right, folks, my hands are right up in the air. So what did I tell you? So I want this image in laptop so that I can use it in my presentation. My presentation will look beautiful, right? So now let's see what kind of image it can create for me. So see, in same way, I can screenshot my certificate. I can upload one of my picture and I ask me like, make me Iron Man holding this certificate, right? So whenever you are going to get a certificate from B10X, just ask it to like XYZ celebrity, right? Whoever your favorite celebrity is giving you that certificate, you can ask it to do that. Also, you can ask it to like make me Iron Man or like make me Ghibli style or make me Durandar style. Any style that you want, you can ask it to do it and it will do it for you. Who is absolutely mind blown? Right? So it will take some time, right? So it will take some time and it will generate that image for you, right? So I'll ask it to again generate image for me, okay, of this inside a laptop, okay. So it will take some time. It will take around 10-20 seconds and it will generate for you, okay. Is it free? Absolutely, it is free, okay. Gemini does 100% absolute like correct image. Absolutely, it can do the 100% correct image. So let me just like I don't know why it is taking time. Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it takes 20-30 seconds, but it can generate entire stuff for you, right? It can generate entire stuff for you. Okay. So it will take some time. In meanwhile, this was the bonus tool. Let's move on to the next tool, right? So folks, we learned how you can create mockups, how you can create any like image that you want, how we can write front end code, how we can write back end code, how you can become a UI UX developer as well, right? So now what is one remaining thing? Can you guys remember any of my other ads, right? So whatever promise that we delivered in told in ads, like let's deliver one promise everything right now, right? I took creating app in 2 minutes. So by the way, folks, who would like to create a functioning app? Absolutely functioning app in just matter of 2 minutes? Me. Acha, am I going to get study material? Folks, study material we are going to provide for absolutely free, but only for the folks who are going to attend the entire thing. The people who are present till the end of the workshop, only those people are going to get study material from us, right? And the recording, we are not going to provide any recording, okay? Okay, folks, okay. So let's create functioning app, right? Let's say if you have requirement of creating a ERP, right? If you have requirement of creating a ERP, okay? So how much time do you think ERP or CRM, creating a custom ERP or CRM solution will take? How much time and money, like people who are from IT, can you guys tell me how much time and money it will take to create a functioning ERP or CRM? Or anything? Anything for that matter. 3 to 4 months, 10 lakh, 5 months, more than 1 year, right? Multiple sprints, 10 minutes after attending the BTNX workshop. You're wrong, Mr. Gaurav, right? Not 10 minutes, 2 minutes after attending the BTNX workshop. Okay. All right, folks. So let's create a functioning app, right? Let's create a functioning app in just matter of seconds by using AI, right? The AI which we are going to use right now is called as Claude. All the tech is, folks, if you belong to tech background, if you are coding, if you are debugging, if you are deploying stuff, if you are doing data analysis, Claude is the best, right? Claude is the best by far, right? All of my friends who are working at like 500k, 600k salaries in US, they are using Claude for their work. All of my friends in India who are at executive level, they are also using Claude for their work. If you are working in IT, Claude is so far the best tool for you, right? So let's use Claude. Let's use Claude for creating something, right? So for Claude, it's Claude free, absolutely. You can see I'm also using free version of Claude, right? So just go to Claude.ai, right? Just go to Claude.ai. Claude.ai, right? Just go to Claude.ai, and here what you have to do, you just have to simply explain the requirements, right? So folks, for this example, what should we create? What kind of app should we create? Should we create an inventory management app for a restaurant? Should we create an inventory management app for a restaurant? Yes, right? Just for the example, travel booking app you can create food delivery app, you can create any app that you want. For this example of right now, I'm using like example of restaurant inventory management app. Create me a inventory management app for my restaurant. This inventory management app should track all the inventories and price of that inventory. Not only that, it should be able to also track attendance of my employees, and also I have 5 locations, so it should be considerate of that as well. Okay, folks, I gave like very, very mediocre prompt, right? You guys can be really, really detailed with prompt. You guys can give big prompts in order to get better results, right? I'm just showing you exam, demonstrating you. So I just used English language, and my hands are up in here, right? My hands are up in the air right now. Claude will code the entire thing for me, right? Claude will code the entire thing for me. Okay. Who thinks I'll get the entire functioning app in just one go, right? Earlier, folks, it used to do a lot of mistakes, right? But right now in 2026, if you are not using AI, I'm really, really like scared, like for what is going to happen to job of millions of people, right? Because it has become so damn freaking good. Like even best of my friends, like who are at executive level, vice president level in Fortune 500 companies, right? Even they are alarmed by what kind of development is happening in the world of AI, right? If you run a small firm, you can host entire of your code on some LLM, right? You can ask it to do changes in code, and it will do on your behalf, right? That's what is happening right around the world. Just imagine how much salary hike or how much in demand the people are going to be who know how to work with AI. Can you imagine that, folks? Can you imagine that? Yes. So folks, so it did entire thing in the backend. It did the entire thing in the backend. And who is absolutely mind blown? It has created me the functioning app, right? It has created me the functioning app. Right now, it created the front end, right? Right now, it created the front end. So now it is creating the backend for me. Who is absolutely mind blown? It has already created my front end in just like matter of minutes, right? So I can add item, I can do anything I want, right? I already created one. You can see right over here. So it will take some time. So I created this restaurant OS, like simple prompt I gave create me a CRM for inventory tracking of my restaurant. So you can see it is a functioning app. I can add inventory, I can subtract inventory, I can do whatever I want. Who is absolutely mind blown? Just drop in AMB in the chat box, right? So let's say I have tomatoes, I can add in inventory, right? So here I can click on what are the low stock items, what are the produce, what are the meat, like whatever I want, right? In case of employees, I can add employee, right? I can add attendance for employee. I can do anything I want. Who is absolutely manual? It took like 2 minutes. It took entirety of 2 minutes, right? You can host this and you can create multiple softwares, right? Right now in my organization, whoever needs some use case to be done, we create software on demand, right? That's how easy it has become, right? That's how easy it has become. Folks, now tell me one thing honestly, who is having confidence of building entire apps? Even without having any tech background, with having any tech background, who is having confidence of creating UI UX? Who is having confidence of creating entire apps? Me. Honestly, tell me one thing. Did you guys think this was possible? Right? No. Yes. Yeah, possible with BTNX. Thanks a lot. All right. By the way, folks, I would like to know one more thing, right? We created entire app. We created front end. We created back end. We consume knowledge like in a 10x way, right? What is one more thing? What is one more thing which every working professional has to do? It is data analysis. It is data analysis. Whatever data that you are generating, you need to analyze that data. Make sense? Make sense? Folks, would you like to analyze data using AI? Would you like to analyze data using AI? Yes, 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 yes. Will that be live, sir? Like analyzing data in 10x fashion by using AI? Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. So, Aditya, would you like to like show everyone how everyone can analyze their data by using AI in just matter of minute without having any prior knowledge?
Perfect, perfect, guys. Before I move into that, how many of you feel that we have already lived up to a promise which we gave earlier? 2 hours of your time every single day. I promised you that, right? Whatever Kachave has taught you so far, Notebook LM, Google Stitch, UI UX, building apps, building websites, not having to type anymore. How many of you feel that we have already lived up to that promise? How many of you feel so? Much more than that? Crazy, crazy, superb, superb.
Just with notebook element, it is 10x paisa vasool. Until my portion, like up to upwards of this, I feel it is 100x paisa vasool. Folks, who feels like right now itself it is 100x paisa vasool. Even like before going into data analysis, and lot many awesome tools, right? Drop in 100x in the chat box. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely love this energy. Absolutely love this energy. Yeah.
Super. Now, guys, tell me, how many of you find it absolutely too time consuming? Like you're spending maximum of your day in Excel, in doing data analysis, in doing that, in creating reports, etc., etc. And it is just so time taking. How many of you face this particular problem for yourself? Face this? Yes. Tell me something. If I give you a data set like this, okay? If I give you a data set like this, which is the equity data of Asian Paints, equity data of Asian Paints, basically the stock market data of Asian Paints from 1st July 2024 to 30th June 2025, basically last year, okay? Till last year, till middle of last year. 1st July 2024 to 30th June 2025, we have the equity Asian Paints data. If I tell you that you need to do a thorough analysis of this particular data and give me key insights from it and do a lot more analysis on it, make a dashboard out of it, what do you think? How much time will it take you in order to do the analysis, in order to make a report, in order to make an Excel dashboard out of it? What do you think? How much time will it take you? 3 hours, 5 hours, 1 day, 3 to 4 hours, 5 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours, 1 day, 3 days, at least 2 to 3 hours, 7 hours. Okay, I see a lot of different sort of responses in the chat box. Guys, what if I tell you that, okay, let's see what is the time that we take in order to do this sort of a data analysis. So what is the tool that we'll be using for this? Guys, tool number 6 for the day in order to do data analysis is Julius AI. How does Julius work? Let's see it with the help of a demo. So what I'll be doing, I'll be simply going to julius.ai. Once I go to julius.ai, I can go ahead and make a free account for myself. Yes, you can go ahead and make a free account for yourself. Even I'm using the free version of Julius itself. Once you go and make a free account for yourself, you will be seeing a window like this where you can chat with Julius. Okay, where you can chat with Julius. So what I'll be doing, I will be going ahead and attaching this data set which I wanted to analyze. So let me go ahead, click on upload file, and let me attach this particular data set which I want to analyze, the equity data of Asian Paints that we just saw a few seconds back. Okay, now what I'll be doing, now once let it read the data first, and then I'll be giving it a prompt. Okay, so whatever information that we are entering into any AI system is called as prompt, and the better the input you give, the better is the output that we get. What is this particular thing called? The better the input that we give, the better is the output that we get. This particular art is called as prompt engineering. Okay, it is called as prompt engineering. Drop in PE in the chat box if you now understand what it means to be a prompt engineer. Like you might have heard this particular buzzword, the hottest job of this particular century, etc., etc. But what is a prompt engineer? A person who gives a good prompt, because if you give a good prompt, you get a good output. Okay, now you don't need to worry about that. I just gave this information, additional information to you. Now, once you have uploaded this data set in Julius, what you will tell Julius? Analyze this data set and give me key insights from it. Okay, I gave it a very, very simple prompt that analyze this data set and give me key insights from it. And now let me hit a enter. Now let me hit a enter. Now once I hit a enter over here by a very simple prompt. Okay, guys, my hands right here in front of all of you. Okay, my hands right here in front of all of you. Let's see what exactly does Julius do. Okay, Julius is writing a few lines of code in Python. And not just a few lines, writing a lot of lines in Python. Let's see what it is able to do for us. Okay, again, writing few more lines. I'm sure all of the tech folks who are attending this meeting, they would be understanding all of this, and they would be just going bonkers with it. Let's just wait for a few seconds to see how this particular code gives us the output that we are looking for. Okay, so you can see over here, guys, 1st July 2024 to 30th June 2025. 249 trading days, it has given me the entire performance for analysis for that. Okay, price performance, total return over the file period minus 20%. Annualized return was this. What were the big moves? What were the drawdowns? What was the liquidity snapshot? What was the weekday pattern? What were the visuals that it generated? It has given a list for the same as well. Guys, I did not even ask it to generate visuals, and it has created few visualizations for me. Closing price versus date, drawdown percentage versus date, count versus daily return percentage, and it has created all of this visualizations which I did not even ask it to create. How many of you are mind blown by this simple prompt which I gave and the sort of output it was able to create for us? Okay, so this is certain analysis that we have done, but we won't stop over here. We won't stop over here. How many of you think that in your office, when you are giving this sort of an analysis, when you have done this sort of an analysis, you would definitely be needing to present this sort of an information in your office? How many of you feel this sort of an information you need to present in form of PowerPoint file? Important, right? You cannot just show this Julius window that I have done this analysis. You need to show some sort of you need to represent it, and PowerPoint file is one of the most accepted way. So what will I be doing? Will I be creating a PowerPoint file from scratch? Let's not do that. What I'll be doing, I'll be going to Julius and I'll be giving it a prompt like this. Okay, again using Whisper Flow to give the prompt, I'll be just speaking it out. Okay, so I want to create a PowerPoint presentation file for the same, as well as I want to present it in a meeting in front of everyone in my office. So give me a link to download a PowerPoint presentation file which contains all the important visualizations that you have done out of this analysis. Okay, so I give it this sort of a prompt. I don't know whether it will work for us, whether it will be able to create me a PowerPoint file. Let's just see whether it is able to do it for me. Okay, again, it has started to write a few lines of code. Let's see if it is able to create a PowerPoint presentation file. By the way, how many of you feel it would be absolutely amazing if it can create a PowerPoint file, if it can give us a downloadable PowerPoint file right out of this? We do not need to go to any other platform, do not need to do anything. Let's see if it is able to give that to us. Okay, it would be really amazing. I know it would be really amazing, and it would be really helpful to all of you, and that is what we are here for. We are here to help you. Let's see what it does for us. Okay, again, it is giving me the answer. It is telling me that I have created a PowerPoint presentation file, and I see this blue color link with .pptx. Let me click over here. If I click over here, it will so see, it has started to download. Now it has downloaded. Let me click over here. Once I click over here, guys, I want a biggest MB in the chat box. If you are mind blown to see that we have from a few seconds back, we had just this raw data set. We have already done analysis on this data set, created visualizations out of it, and now we have a full-fledged PowerPoint file as well with us, which we can actually show in the meeting that we are going into. Mind blown, but we won't stop over here. What is the problem that you see with this PPT? How many of you realize that this particular presentation is not presentable at the moment? It is very vanilla, very plain presentation, which I cannot present in front of everyone in my office. Agree with me? Very vanilla presentation, right? Yes. So how about we beautify this particular presentation inside Microsoft PowerPoint itself? Yes, guys, that is how the students of our community work. Like, they do everything with the help of AI. So if I need to beautify this particular presentation, I won't use those age-old PowerPoint versions. I will be using the latest version of Microsoft Office 365. And when I go to the Home tab over there, do you see this Designer tab? So I'll be clicking on this Designer tab, which is available in the latest version of Microsoft, which is the AI enabled version of Microsoft. So if I click on this Designer tab, okay, I will be seeing a few design options right here in front of me. Okay, if I click over here, guys, look over here, my this particular slide of my presentation turned into this sort of a format. Okay, that too, it's a amazing format. Like, it is playing like a video. Now if I click over here again, like a video, it is playing one more presentation, this thing I have in design I have it with me. Okay, like this, you can see over here, these are the various sort of designs, that options it has given us, and you can choose any one which you like. Let's say if you like this, you can choose this. If you want to see more design options, you can choose this. If you go over here, click on the second slide, again, depending on whatever design you chose in the first slide, it will give you more options. So I can go ahead and choose something like this. Again, if I click on the third slide, and I can go ahead and click on something like this. Go to the fourth slide, go ahead and again click on the design option, which it is automatically suggesting. How it is automatically suggesting? Because of the AI it is using, like we are being able to do all of this. How many of you feel that this is a 10x method of creating presentations, the way that we just did right now? 10x, drop in a biggest 10x in the chat box if you think that this is a 10x method. Guys, in a matter of few seconds, okay, I have this absolutely amazing presentation right here in front of me, which is beautified, which is all of it done with the help of AI. I did not even have to do anything at all, and I've been able to create this sort of a presentation. But will we stop over here? Will we stop over here? Along with making a present, we have done the analysis, we have made a PowerPoint file as well. But how many of you feel that along with the PowerPoint presentation file, there are a lot of times that we need to present an Excel dashboard as well? Now, there are a lot of times there is requirement from your team members, from your seniors, from your from your team, that we need to see an Excel dashboard for the same as well. How many of you feel that is the case for you? Excel dashboard, that you need to show Excel dashboard very frequently. Yes, very frequently. Yes. So again, will I go to Excel and create a dashboard from scratch? I won't do that. What I'll be doing, I'll be going to Julius and telling Julius, so along with this PowerPoint presentation file, I need an Excel dashboard as well. Okay. So can you give me a link to download an Excel file which contains an additional sheet called dashboard? In that dashboard sheet, can you add an Excel dashboard with all of the visualizations that we have already created so far? Okay, so I gave it this particular prompt, okay, to give me a link to download an Excel file with a sheet called dashboard, and in that sheet dashboard I want all of this visualizations to be there. So let's see if Julius is able to help us with this as well. Okay, so we'll again wait for a few seconds. We'll wait for a few seconds for Julius to do some magic. How many of you feel that Julius is actually doing some sort of a magic in the background and giving us final version of everything that we are looking for? Magic. Drop in magic in the chat box if you think that it is actually doing some sort of magic in the backend. Magic? Yes. Let's see if it is able to help us with what we are looking for. Okay. All right. Are you using Whisper Flow for voice commands? Yes, I am using Whisper Flow for voice commands. You're absolutely right about it. Okay. So you can see over here, I have gotten some sort of a downloadable Excel file link. Let me click on that. I don't know whether it will work for me. Let's see. It is downloading. I click over here. Let me expand this. And guys, I can see that it has given me certain thing, but I see this dashboard. How many of you see this dashboard sheet? We asked it to create a dashboard subsheet, right? So it has created a dashboard sheet. Let me click over here. Guys, drop in a boom in the chat box. Okay, drop in a boom in the chat box if you are mind blown about the fact that we asked it to create a separate sheet or named dashboard with the all the visualizations over here, and we have that in a matter of few seconds. Boom. Amazing. Although, what about my data security? How many of you are concerned about your data security? Ki I don't want to upload my data in Julius, etc. Guys, by the way, all your data is already out there with the big techs. Okay, but still, if you want to do this entire analysis, how many of you want to do this entire analysis inside Microsoft Excel itself? How many of you want to do this entire analysis inside Microsoft Excel itself? Okay, if you want to do that, what I'll be doing, I'll be going to this original data sheet. Okay, I'll be going to this original data sheet. And again, whenever a problem is thrown at a student or at a member of my community, what do they do? Okay, they do not worry about it. They don't ponder about it. What they do, they try to solve that particular problem, solve it with the help of AI. So if my data security is a concern, what I'll be doing, I'll be using the AI features inside Microsoft Excel in order to create an Excel dashboard for me. So what I'll be doing, again, I'll be using the latest version of Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Office 365. And when I go to the home tab, do you see this analyze data button on the top right hand side of my screen? Do you see this analyze data button? Yes. Perfect. So what I'll be doing, I'll be clicking on this analyze data button. Once I click on this analyze data button, okay, I have certain things here with me. Okay, there is this insert pivot table button over here. So let me click over here. A pivot table has been created. Okay, if I go to the sheet again, there's some insert chart. Let me click over here, guys. One chart created for me in a matter of 2 clicks. I clicked on analyze data. I clicked on insert chart, visualization done. Again, if I click over here, pivot table and pivot chart both created in the matter of one click. If I click over here, one more chart created for me. Okay, one more chart created for me. Like this, if I click over here, there are 41 different visualizations which has been created for me within Microsoft Excel. Even without leaving Microsoft Excel, I have been able to do that. How many of you are mind blown by this? Mind blown by this, that I have been able to create 41 different visualizations without even leaving Microsoft Excel. Without even leaving Microsoft Excel. And you can see over here, there are so many pivot tables, pivot charts, all of it created in a matter of few seconds. I have been able to do all of this. Okay, all of this. So guys, this is how we create a wow impression in front of everyone in our office by doing our work faster. But how many of you feel that this sort of a Excel dashboard or this sort of a PowerPoint presentation file or this sort of an analysis, everyone else in my office, even though they will take more time, maybe they take 1 week to do it, but still they will be able to do it. I want to create an absolute wow impression. I want to do things fast, but I want to do things which actually create, whenever I am presenting in the next meet, everyone should go bonkers about it. How many of you want to create that wow impression in front of everyone in your office in the next meeting? Drop in wow in the chat box if you want to create that wow impression. Okay, so for that, what we'll be doing, I'll be telling Julius. Okay, I'll be going ahead and telling Julius, okay, so I want to create a wow impression in front of everyone in my office in the next meeting. So can you give me a link to download a 3D dynamic interactive visualization out of this data set? Okay, so I give this sort of a prompt. Okay, I give this sort of a prompt. I'll wait for a few seconds for Julius to again do some sort of a magic. Okay, Julius, backend mein magic, it is doing some sort of a magic. Let's wait for it for us to see what is the magic it does for us this time. Okay, let's see. Again, writing a few lines of code. It is generating some HTML string, I guess. Let's see what it is doing for us next. So it is printing something. Now guys, how many of you are mind blown? Drop in the biggest MB in the chat box if you see what exactly is happening on your screen. Julius, right now, live in front of everyone, it is creating a 3D dynamic interactive visualization for all of you. For all of us, it is being able to do that live. You can see over here. How it is doing that. This is how you create a wow impression in front of everyone in your office. And that too, it has given us a HTML link for the same as well. If I click on this HTML link, okay, it will be able to download the same for me. If I click on this, and I get an interactive 3D dynamic interactive visualization, it will be able to fill all of this, and then I can play around with this data. I can zoom in it, I can rotate it, I can do whatever I want, and I will be able to create that wow impression. You can see over here, I can play around with it. I can look at different angles of it. I can zoom in, I can zoom out, whatever it is, I can do all of that. Biggest MB in the chat box. Yes, that is perfect. So guys, that is how we do data analysis with the help of AI. But we do not stop over here. Tell me, how many of you feel that you are not getting enough interview calls for the jobs that you are applying for, that you are applying for a lot of jobs? Aditya, I want to switch my job. Aditya, I want to get a new job for myself. Aditya, I want to get a first job for myself. Aditya, I've had a lot of career gaps. I have not been working for the last few months. I want a new job for myself. I really want to do it, but there are not enough interview calls for the I'm getting for the jobs that I'm applying for. How many of you are really facing this particular problems? That applying to jobs but not getting called for interviews? Guys, what is the reason behind that? It is because if your resume is itself not getting selected, it is because of the ATS score of your resume, whether your resume is ATS friendly or not, whether it is applicant tracking system, that is the full form of ATS, whether your resume is ATS friendly or not. That is what decides whether you are getting shortlisted for interview rounds or not. Okay, so that is why it is very important that you make your resume ATS friendly. And guys, in order to make your resume ATS friendly, we have built a tool in-house for all of you. Do you want me to show that tool? How, with the help of this in-house tool that I'll be providing to all of you along with the notes of the session, you can make your normal resume into an ATS friendly resume. Do you want me to show it to you? Yes. Let me go ahead and show it to you. So guys, this is the B10X's ATS resume generator. How does it work? Let's see it with the help of a demo. So I'll be going to this ATS resume generator. You will be getting access to this resume generator along with the notes of the session. You do not need to worry about it. So what you need to do over here, once you go to B10X's ATS resume generator, it is asking me to please enter your resume. So what I'll be doing, I'll be attaching my resume over here. Let me go ahead and attach my resume over here. Once I attach my resume, what it is telling me, please enter the job description of the job that you're applying for. Okay, please enter the job description. Okay, let me, I think, yeah, I need to attach it once again. Let me do that. Okay, and it is telling me please enter the job description of the job that you're applying for. So let me go ahead and share it, the job description of the job I want to apply for. Let's say I want to apply for the job of a prompt engineer. Okay, I can go for any prompt engineering job, which I can see out there. So what I'll be doing, I can go to any prompt engineering job and I will copy the job description of that particular job. Okay, I'll copy the job description of that particular job. Once I copy this job description, what I'll be doing, I'll be pasting it over here. Now I just simply need to hit a enter over here. I need to hit a enter. And guys, my hands will be right here in front of everyone. Do you see the ATS score of my present resume? Do you see the ATS score of my present resume? It is just 32 out of 100. Do you think with an ATS score of 32, I would have ever been shortlisted for this sort of a job? I would have ever been shortlisted? I would have never been shortlisted. Okay, never been shortlisted with an ATS score of 32, and that is what is happening to you. Applicant tracking system score for you, it would be much lower, and that is why software itself rejects your resumes, and that is why you're never called for interviews. So why it is low? It is giving me the reason for that, and it is telling me the target ATS score after optimization, projected score after it optimizes my resume. My ATS score is bound to increase to 82 out of 100. 82 out of 100. So what are the key fixed strategies? What is the optimized resume? So it has given me the optimized resume as well for myself, and it has given me what changed, and this is the honest feedback. So if you want 95 plus ATS score, add real GitHub projects, etc. It is telling me all of that. So this way I have been able to modify my resume from an ATS score of 32 to actually ATS score of 82. How many of you feel this would be a game changer for you? Drop in GC in the chat box if you think it would be a game changer for you, that going forward you do not have to actually worry about getting shortlisted in interviews with this ATS hack which I have given to all of you. Game changer, GC game changer. Okay, and it has given me the optimized resume as well. We can ask it, so can you give me this entire resume in latex format or something, via which I can simply download this resume in a PDF format? Okay, so I can answer, I can, ask this sort of a question, and it will be able to give me a downloadable version of my resume as well. You can see over here, it is writing my entire resume in latex format. And once it does that, I can simply download it, use a latex code software, and my entire resume done in a proper formatted manner. All of it with the help of AI, done in a matter of few seconds. Guys, with this, our resumes will get shortlisted. Okay, our resumes will get shortlisted. How many of you want me to show one more bonus tool via which once your resume gets shortlisted, okay, we how many of you feel this is a real problem for you, that you do not have enough confidence to crack job interviews? Like, Artha, how to practice for job interviews? Speech coaches and all are very expensive, and the others whom I know, they are not so well versed with the topic that they can be my interviewer, etc. A lot of such problems. How many of you would want me to cover this as one more bonus? Drop in bonus in the chat box if you want me to cover this bonus tool where I teach you how you can actually practice for your job interviews going forward as well. Bonus, want me to cover? Okay, so guys, bonus tool for you. How do you go about practicing for your job interviews going forward? With the help of ChatGPT itself, but not using ChatGPT in a normal manner. We use the voice mode feature of ChatGPT. So what I'll be doing, I'll be going to this particular ChatGPT window itself. Okay, guys, by the way, you have this downloadable latex code format of your resume over here. You can simply download it and you have it ready with you. Okay, as simple as that. Now, but if I need to practice for my interview, what I'll be doing, guys, do you see this voice? Do you see this voice icon over here in my ChatGPT window on the bottom right where you can see my mouse? Use voice button is over here. So what I'll be doing, I will be clicking on this use voice button. Hey, so what I want you to act as an interviewer for me and help me prepare for this particular job, which for which the job description I have already attached above. So act as an interviewer and help me prepare for this particular job interview.
Absolutely. Let's get you ready. I'll take on the role of the interviewer and we'll tackle likely questions. We'll focus on your technical approach, experience, and problem solving. How about we start with, can you walk me through a challenging prompt engineering problem you've solved or would solve?
I don't know the answer to that particular question. Can you give me the answer to that question as well?
No worries. Let's build a sample approach. Imagine a scenario where a summarization prompt was producing inconsistent.
Guys, how many of you are mind blown by this? Truly mind blown by this? Drop in truly mind blown in the chat box if you are truly mind blown by this. 100x MB, TMB, truly mind blown, truly mind blown. That is superb. That is amazing. So that is how you prepare for your interviews going forward using this voice mode feature of of practicing for your interviews, public speaking, any sort of speech you need to give. You can practice it with the help of this particular voice mode feature of ChatGPT. Okay. But guys, resume sorted so far, interviews sorted so far. But what is the real problem? Although morning 9 to evening I am working in my office, then I come back, I have dinner, I spend time with my family, then I do not get the time to apply for jobs, how to search for jobs, how to apply for jobs, when to find a time for it. Monday to Friday goes in this. Saturday, Sunday, of course I need to relax a bit, I need to roam around with my family, meet my friends, etc, etc. It is just not possible for me to take out the time to find relevant job opportunities for me and then to apply over there as well. How many of you feel it's a real problem statement for you that you are not being able to find good high paying jobs where you can apply basis on your resume? Me, don't have the time, you're not being able to find such job opportunities for you, not being able to find it in any of the platforms. So guys, for that we'll be using this particular tool by Perplexity, which is called as Comet. Okay, which is called as Comet. What is Comet? Comet is an agentic browser software. Okay, how does it work? Let's see it with the help of a demo. So what I'll be doing, I'll be going to Comet, which is an agentic AI browser, and I'll be telling Comet. Okay, let me go ahead and tell it Comet. Go to my LinkedIn profile and find me high paying prompt engineering jobs in Delhi, Bombay, or Bangalore. Okay. I am also attaching my resume herewith. You can use my resume in order to apply for these job opportunities as well. Okay, guys, I have given it a prompt and let me attach my resume herewith as well. Okay, very, very simple prompt. Agree with me? Very simple prompt. Agree with me? Very simple prompt. Yes. Okay, we are using Comet. Okay, and let me click on enter over here. Guys, my hands right here in front of all of you. Can you all see? Drop in a MB in the chat box. My hands right here in front of all of you. And Comet has automatically been able to open my LinkedIn profile. Automatically. And now you all can see over here. Let me show it to you. Okay, if I click over here, it is showing what exactly it is doing. It is firstly now reading the entire LinkedIn page which it has opened up. Now using this particular information, it is updating the task list for job search as well. You can see over here. Now it has automatically gone to the job search platform and it has started looking for prompt engineering jobs. Now you can see that how it will be able to shortlist jobs basis on my preferences, basically my city preferences, basis my prompt job role preferences, basis my salary expectations, basis everything, and then it will utilize my resume in order to apply on these jobs as well. All of it automatically without even touching my keyboard. I am being able to do all of it. How many of you are absolutely mind blown? Like you feel what exactly is happening, Aditya? Like what exactly are you showing us? Mind blown. So you just give it one prompt, attach your resume, it finds job opportunities for you, it applies on those job opportunities for you, all of it automatically without any sort of intervention. And you can see all of the steps over here as well that it is following, just like a human would have done. It is doing all of these steps by itself. Okay, we can see it after some time that it would have applied. You can see over here now it has put in location filters as well. It has started to put location filters because I had asked it Delhi, Bombay. You can see over here, guys. Did you see what did it just do? Bangalore, Mumbai, Noida, Gurugram. I told it Bangalore, Mumbai and Delhi. It automatically chose Noida and Gurugram as well because I gave Delhi as one of my preference option. How many of you feel that is amazing? How smart AI has gotten that it is being able to do all of it automatically. Okay. So we'll see it after some time that it will apply on jobs using my resume as well on my behalf. Okay, but guys, this was about job application. Okay, now guys, tell me how many of you would want this particular agentic AI browser, Comet browser? How many of you want the premium version of ChatGPT, premium version of Gemini for completely free? How many of you want it? So guys, we'll be covering this as well towards the end of this session. We'll show you how you can get this Comet agentic browser, ChatGPT premium version, Gemini, all of it for completely free. We'll be showing as one more bonus from our side towards the end of this particular session. All right. Cool. Chalo. Now let's move on to tool number 9 for the day. What is it? How many of you want to see how my personal assistant, how my personal assistant works 24/7 for me? works 24 into 7 for me. And what if I tell you that my personal assistant is not a human? What if I tell you that my personal assistant is not a human? My personal assistant is an agentic AI employee. Is an agentic AI employee which works 24 into 7 without any sort of breaks, without looking at the time at 3 a.m. at night, at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, at 9 p.m. at night, whenever I want, at 6 a.m. in the morning. It will work for me. That is the power of my personal assistant, which is an agentic AI assistant for me and works 24 into 7. How many of you want to see my personal assistant, an agentic AI employee in action? Want to see it? Want to see it? So guys, the tool we'll be using for the same is called as N8N. How does N8N work? Let's see it with the help of a demo. So via N8N, you can automate your workflows, integrate apps, streamline tasks, all of it. How does it work? Let's see it with the help of a demo. So what I'll be doing, I'll be simply going to n8n.io. Once I go over here, I can go ahead and create a free account for myself. Once I create a free account for myself, we'll be able to see a screen something like this. Okay, we'll be able to see a screen like this. Once we see a screen like this, okay, you can go ahead and create a workflow for yourself. Okay, you can go ahead and create a workflow for yourself. Very simple drag and drop workflows. Very simple drag and drop workflows. You do not need to have deep coding knowledge or anything in order to create such workflows. So guys, I have created my agentic AI workflow over here, which is an AI agent, my personal assistant. Okay, so everything that all the tools that I use in my office, I have connected all of these tools over here so that my AI agent can work as my personal assistant as well. Okay, my AI agent can work as my personal assistant as well. Okay, so very, very simple AI agent. So how does it work? How does it work? I have connected it to my Telegram. So whenever I want it to do any sort of work, I do not go to my Gmail, I do not go to my Google Calendar, I do not go to my Slack, I do not do anything. I simply go to my Telegram. Okay, I simply go to my Telegram and I give it a prompt and it gives me the answer for it. And it gives me the answer. Okay, how many of you want to see my personal assistant in action right now, right over here itself? Want to see it? Want to see it? Let's see how my personal assistant works over here. Okay, so what I'll be doing, I'll be simply going to Telegram and I'll be giving my personal assistant a task. Okay, so I was not able to attend any of the meetings yesterday. Can you give me a list of all the meetings which happened yesterday? Okay, so I give it this prompt and guys, we'll wait for a few seconds. Let's see what exactly happens over here. Okay, I have given it a prompt and okay, it has not taken in the prompt yet. If it does not work, what we'll be doing, we'll be opening the window once again and it shall work for you. Okay, so let me just open the workflow once again. So I think that will work better. Okay, let me reload it once. Once I reload it, let me give it the prompt once again. Okay, it is load. Okay, so guys, I already got the answer the last time. For some reason, I was not able to see the agent in action over here, but I've already gotten the answer. Do you see over here? Okay, I was not. Here is the list of all the meetings that happened yesterday, along with the timings for the same. I have gotten the list of all the meetings which happened in my organization with the help of this personal assistant that I have created for myself. How many of you feel that this is absolutely mind-blowing? Drop in AMB in the chat box if you feel that this is absolutely mind-blowing. Okay, I will not have to go to my Google Calendar, will not have to ask anyone in my organization, will not have to do anything, I simply have to ask my bot about it, my personal assistant about it, and it will be able to do all of the work on my behalf and be able to give the information to me. Let's say I say that. Okay, so I was not able to, as I mentioned, I was not able. Let me remove this prompt. So can you give me a summary of whatever happened in the AI TV product stand-up? You can list down everything in a bullet point format in a summary manner. Okay, so I give it this sort of a prompt. Let's see. Guys, can you see this AI agent in action this time around? Do you see this rotating and this taking in inputs and everything? Drop in action in the chat box if you all can see my AI agent in action right now. Drop in action in the chat box. Action. So it has taken in the prompt from the Telegram thing which I entered my hands right over here. I don't have to do anything and it has been able to generate the entire summary of the AI TV product stand-up which I missed yesterday. The entire summary of the stand-up right here in front of me. How many of you feel this is absolutely mind-blowing? absolutely mind-blowing. AMB, okay, summary of the entire meeting created for me. And that is not it. That is not it. Let's say I want to have a physical meeting with Kachave. Okay, so I want to have a physical meeting with Kachave tomorrow at 8 p.m. So that too in Park Street. So can you find me good coffee places and set up a calendar event in his calendar as well, so that we can meet tomorrow at 8 p.m. Okay, so I give it this sort of a prompt and let's see. Guys, can you all see the AI agent in action once again? Can you all see it? Drop in a yes in the chat box if you all can see this AI agent in action once again. Yes, yes. Okay, so it is being able to configure all of this information for me, and you can see over here that it has your physical coffee meeting with Kachave is scheduled for tomorrow 8 p.m. at Park Street, Kolkata, and it has been able to figure out a few good coffee places in the Park Street area as well. Okay, few good coffee places in Park Street as well. It has been able to figure out and set up the calendar event in Kachave's calendar as well. Amazing, amazing. I don't have to call anyone. I don't have to message anyone. I don't have to ask anyone in my team to do it. All of this I'm being able to do with the help of just my Telegram bot, because I have connected all the tools and my AI agent is working for me 24/7. It was able to attend the meetings on my behalf. It was able to set up a calendar event with Kajave on my behalf, was able to do all of these tasks on my behalf via just communicating it with Telegram. But this is how I operate my personal assistant. Okay, but how many of you feel that there are a lot of instances that you don't have your system? I don't have my laptop, I don't have my desktop handy with me, but still I got an urgent work to do via a file present in my system. There could be an Excel file, there could be a presentation which I need to access in my system, but I do not have my system right here in with me. How many of you face this particular problem? Like, okay, you could be in Switzerland. Okay, you could be in Switzerland, you could be in the USA, you could be anywhere in the world, and if you want to access files in your desktop which is lying here in India, how do you go about accessing it? How do you go about accessing it? Will you call someone and ask someone to open your laptop, give them your password, do this, then do this, then do this, please send it to me, I will do the work, etc., etc.? Will you go ahead and do something like that? Will you go ahead and do something like that? I won't go ahead and do something like that. What I'll be doing, I will actually be controlling my desktop remotely, even without someone else being present with my desktop. Without even someone being present in my desktop, I will be able to control my desktop via the agentic platforms which I have set up in my desktop and in my phone as well. Guys, what am I talking about? What exactly am I talking about? Arthur, what are you talking about? I'm not being able to understand, not being able to comprehend. Let's see it with the help of a demo. Okay, let's see it with the help of a demo. Guys, tool number 10 for the day. We are talking about the dispatch mode feature of Claude AI itself. OpenClaw, like in the beginning of 2026, it was an absolute boom. How many of you saw news about that OpenClaw? Yes, yes. You saw it? Okay, even if you did not see it, a lot of you saw such news, even if you did not see it. Okay, so we'll be trying to do the exact same thing with the help of Claude. Okay, how does it work? I'll be opening Claude desktop in my system. Okay, I'll be opening Claude desktop in my system. And once I open Claude desktop in my system, okay, in fact, you do not have to do it. I'm just showing it for your demo. Okay, what I need to actually do, because I am present in Switzerland and my desktop is present in India, what I'll be doing, I'll be actually opening my phone as step number 1. Okay, I'll be opening my phone as step number 1. How many of you can see my phone? Okay, let me just remove the background effect for once, and then I hope you all can see my phone window. Okay, so what I'll be doing, I'll be opening Claude over here. Okay, I'll be opening Claude in my system. I hope you all can see Claude in my system over here. Yes, yes. In my laptop, in my phone video, I hope you all can see it. So what I'll be doing, I'll be going to the dispatch mode feature in Claude. Okay, I'll be going to the dispatch mode feature in Claude. Once I go to this dispatch mode feature in Claude, I will now start to give it a prompt. Okay, I will start to give it a prompt. You can see over here, this dispatch mode feature over here, nothing is entered so far. This is all previous information which is there. Okay, you can see without controlling my laptop right now, what I'll be doing right now. Okay, I'll give it a prompt. Yeah.
I think your screen is not visible.
Yeah, I do. I want to show my phone right now, and then I'll show my screen. Okay, so guys, you all can see my phone right now. Let me go ahead and give it a prompt. Okay, let me go ahead and give it a prompt. All right, so I'll again use the voice mode feature over here. hey, so I want to analyze an equity data Asian. Okay, so let me give it the prompt once again. In the AI tools workshop folder on my desktop, there is an Excel file of Asian Paints equity data. What I want you to do is analyze the data in that file very thoroughly and make me a detailed report on it along with the visualization for the same. Okay, so guys, I gave it a prompt. Can you all see the prompt on my phone? Can you all see the prompt on my phone? Yes? Yes? You all can see it? Yes? So let me just hit it a enter. Now I'll share my screen as well so that you all can see what is happening. Okay, now let me put a enter over here. Okay, now let me put an enter in my phone. I have not accessed my laptop, guys. I have not accessed my laptop. I gave the information over here. How many of you saw that this information came in my laptop automatically? How many of you saw that this information came in my laptop automatically? Saw it? Yes. Yes, automatically it came. I gave the prompt on my phone. It did the work automatically on my laptop. It was able to access the files in my laptop as well automatically. It has done this analysis for me via the equity data of Asian Paints equity data file, which we had used earlier. And it has given me a HTML link for the same, which is there in my phone as well. Okay, which is there in my phone. I hope you all can see the HTML on my phone. If I click over here, you all can see I have gotten something. Okay, I have gotten something. Let me show that to all of you. Okay, let me show that to all of you what exactly we have gotten. Let me open the downloads file. Okay. Okay, so I've gotten some sort of a HTML link. Guys, drop in the biggest MB. Okay, drop in the biggest MB in the chat box, because without actually accessing my laptop, I have been able to, okay, I have been able to, you all can see, I hope, let me stop my screen share so that all of you can see. I have been able to access the files in my system and been able to do this entire analysis without even accessing my laptop. I was able to do that. Claude did all of it for me, even without me being present in front of my system. So next time you could be sitting in Switzerland and you could still be operating your entire desktop completely remotely, even without any sort of human intervention at all. How many of you are like, you are just flabbergasted? You are like truly mind blown. Aditya, what did you just show? If laptop is shut down, it does not matter. Claude will be able to access that for you as well. How many of you are truly mind blown? Drop in the biggest mind blown in the chat box, because guys, what I just showed to you, it will be super useful for each and everyone present over here going forward. You you could be on a vacation, you could be on a holiday, you could be spending weekend with your family, and still if you have any sort of urgent work, you can get all of that work done via simply your phone. You do not need your desktop for it. Amazing. That is superb. And guys, we have a lot of more such tools to cover. But before covering more tools and more learning for the day, how many of you feel it is very important for us to summarize whatever we have learned? Because we have learned a lot. It is very important for us to summarize whatever we have learned before we move on to more learnings for the day. Agree with me? Yes. Kajavi, would you like to summarize whatever we have learned so far before we move on to more learnings for the day?
Absolutely, folks. Like, because I don't want all of you to get confused. So let's summarize whatever we have learned, and we have a lot of learning going forward as well, right? So, folks, first of all, we learned how you can consume knowledge like a CEO, right? Literally, I'm using this tool every day. Notebook LM, one of the most powerful tools. We started with that. After that, we learned how you don't have to type in your entire life. Just use Vistaflow and forget about typing. We saw how you can use Google Stitch to become a UI UX developer and create UI for any kind of website or app in just matter of clicks. We saw how you can code entire front-end and back-end of this particular UI in Google AI Studio without having any prior knowledge or without having any technical knowledge as well. We built entire app, right? We built entire app in just matter of minutes by using Claude, right? And it took like maybe 2 minutes, right? It took just 2 minutes. And after that, we saw how you can analyze data. How you can analyze data like top 1% by using Julius without having any prior knowledge, right? By using Julius here. After that, we saw how you can, we saw the 10x resume hack where we optimize your ATS score, right? So that likelihood of you getting a job, likelihood of you cracking a next job interview will be really high by using our 10x resume hack and this custom GPT you're going to get, right? After that, we saw, folks, how you can use ChatGPT as your mock interview practice coach, right? How you can use ChatGPT as your mock interview practice coach at $0 plan, right? Absolutely free version of ChatGPT, how you can use it for your mock interviews and how you can crack your upcoming interviews. That's how our students are getting 80, 90, 100% salary hikes candidates because they are perfect at the knowledge and they're perfect at cracking interviews as well, right? After that, folks, we saw how you can use agentic AI, right? How we can, we saw like how you can automate your job hunting, right? How you can automate application for job, how you can automate like applying your resume to some particular job profile by using Comet AI. And we saw like how you can create your own personal AI employee, right? Your first AI employee by using N10. We saw how you can create your 24/7 personal AI employee by using N10. Even I have 4 employees. Goenka has 5 employees under him, which are N10 agents, right? And finally, we saw how you can access to your desktop or how you can access to anything that you want without touching your laptop. You can be on vacation and can get entire work done by using this particular AI agent of Claude, right? So, folks, because of the kind of learning, my students like Ishita Pan, she got 38% salary hike, right? She got 38% salary hike. My student like Udaya Kumar, right? Udaya Kumar got 55% salary hike because of the kind of learning we were able to deliver them. After that, my students like Sadashiv Prasad, right? He is a healthcare professional and he developed entire application, right? He then developed vibe coded entire application in just matter of minutes, right? We have my students like Anil Maharana who got 123% salary hike. And these are just few examples, right? And I have hundreds and hundreds of such students because they learned the skills of the future. They learned the 10x way of doing things. Now, folks, do you understand the true potential of artificial intelligence in your day-to-day tasks? Now, folks, do you understand how AI can easily take over most of your work and how you can be soon out of job if you do not master it? Now, do you see why prompt engineers who have skill of talking to AI are getting paid upwards of 39.3 LP in India? Now, folks, do you understand? Do you realize how important it is for you to not just master now, do you realize how important it is for you to master the most in-demand technologies in order to not just grow exponentially your career, but like not just survive, but grow exponentially your career and get the salary increment that you always deserve, right? So if your answer to all of these questions is yes, drop in the biggest yes in the chat box. Now, folks, are you absolutely realizing why like it's not about survival? If you want career hike, if you want salary growth, you need to learn AI. You need to master how to use AI for your particular profession, right? Yes, absolutely right. Folks, right now, right around us, thousands and thousands of working professionals are getting laid off. A lot of your near ones, a lot of your dear ones, a lot of your friends must have gotten laid off in past 1-2 years because of this AI wave, right? It is happening on international level, right? Mark Zuckerberg said that he's not going to hire a single person, right? He's not going to hire a single engineer because of the AI advancements, right? And Meta officially told their employees that use AI or their appraisal is not going to happen, right? Their appraisal is going to be dependent on their AI use, right? After that, Imad Mustaq, who is CEO of Stability, he said that AI is already better than all of the Indian IT outsourced workers, right? Just imagine what is going to happen to job of all of these people if AI is able to do all of this job at just a fraction of cost, right? Because of that, we can see layoffs are happening left, right, and center. Meta laid off employees. Indian startups fired more than 4,500 employees, right? Accenture fired 11,000 employees. HSBC started laying off people, right? Oracle, Amazon, Microsoft, right? Microsoft laid off people, and now they're planning to focus on AI hiring, right? That is happening right around us. It is very, very sad, but that's the reality of 2026, right? Forever layoffs, disengagement for some, pay bumps, and for others, layoffs, right? People who can use AI, people who are proficient with this technology, they are getting pay bumps, and other people are getting laid off, right? In 3 in 10 companies plan to replace employees with AI in 2026. Survey finds these things are happening right around us, and these kind of ads are already started popping up in like Silicon Valley, right? Stop hiring human, and AI will take 4 out of 5 jobs. Just imagine what is going to happen to rest of the 4 people, right? Just one person is going to have massive salary hike, and rest of the 4 people are going to lose their job. And this is happening right around us. Dell is laying off. AI agents are coming, right? Microsoft has laid off. AMD has laid off. You name the company, that company either has laid off or is planning to lay off employees because of rise of AI, right? So we are seeing that is happening in established companies, that is happening in MNCs, that is happening in Indian firms. No firm is safe from this AI layoffs, right? Intel cut the jobs. After that, whatever like profession that you can think of, maybe it can be marketing, it can be sales, it can be doctor, it can be IT professional, data analyst, everything is getting impacted. If your job